Wait, that's her man. Unaware that Maximilian had witnessed the whole thing. What is this, Shakespeare? What the What's up, super fans? My name is Zay, and welcome back to another OC review video. Today, I collected a bunch of characters that you created, and we're going to be sharing them here on the channel. If you watching have a character idea that you want to be shared here, make sure to leave it in the comments below. In the top right of the screen, I'll put up a card with a playlist for all of these videos, so you can check out the Star Wars one, the Marvel, Harry Potter, even the Kaiju verse. So make sure to check those out. And with that being said, thank you so much for hanging out with me today. Let's get into the video. Of course, before we get to the characters though, we got to share this week's featured fan. Today's featured fan is going to be Shaban Kalali 1499. I'm sorry if I didn't pronounce that right. They commented on our last video where we talked about the spirit world theory for Avatar 7 Havens, the new Avatar show coming out. Go watch that video after this one. And they said, great theory. Now I'm even more excited for the Avatarverse content. Me too. I'm not sure if you mean Avatarverse content in like new Avatar stuff, or if you mean like content here on this channel that's Avatar related, but either way, I'm also stoked. So thank you so much for leaving that comment. If you watching want to be the next featured fan, make sure to leave a comment down below. All right, so for our first character, we're going to be looking at Mr. Marshmallow Boy. Now, in our last video, I actually referenced this comment. So now we're back and we're going to find out what Mr. Marshmallow Boy has to say. So their character is for Star Wars. Their name is Teskar Wren /Nines. Their appearance is black armor covered with white plated armor, has a split cape and a stormtrooper mask that has been modified to be black and has a red visor, like Cyclops from Marvel. Very cool. Star Wars has such cool helmets. I love that you're creating like your own version of it. That's awesome. Their weapons, Z6 Riot Control Baton and a lightsaber that can extend into a light spear. Very sick. What color though? You got to tell me. All right, and then for their background story, it reads, they were a stormtrooper that was really good friends with FN 2187 or Finn, but when he saw that Finn was a rebel, he felt betrayed. So he almost killed Finn, but he got shot. However, unlike the main series, he lived. Oh, so this is like the guy that we see in The Force Awakens. That's interesting. The higher ups saw how good his fighting was, and he replaced Kylo Ren. Holy crap. Okay, so he's probably got a red lightsaber. And soon called himself Teskar Wren. Oh, so Ren's the title. Ah. All right, and then extra, it says, since he was a stormtrooper once, he saves the other stormtroopers a lot. Ooh, genuinely a great addition to your character. I love that. He would jump into a burning building to save a stormtrooper. He loves them. I love this. This is like Anakin, how Anakin loves the clones and actually like sees them as people. Mr. Marshmallow Boy, thank you so much for your character. That was awesome. All right, with that, let's go ahead and jump to the next character provided by Space Doubt Poggers. They said that they commented on the first Star Wars OC video, so it's like 5 years too late, but dude, we're always looking at those comments. Don't worry about it. All right, her name is Janelli Firesongs. She's a Jedi Master from the half jungle, half desert planet Alderaan. I love that already. That's awesome. Which is inhabited by the Alderilians, a human-like species with wings that cover their eyes. Very angelic. I like that. Revealing their eyes is a very intimate procedure. She's from a noble family and was found by Qui-Gon and Dooku, who took her to the temple. She trained as a Padawan under Thuln. When she became a knight, she took many missions, but never took on a Padawan of her own, as she saw what had happened to Xanatos under Qui-Gon's wing, worried that she may be a bad influence on a Padawan. Interesting that she doesn't like trust herself. I'm curious to know what her internal struggles are. Is it that she's like Anakin and doesn't necessarily like abide by the teachings, or is it that she's like also Anakin and just like also flirts with the dark side? Eventually, despite this, she became a master and went on to a mission on Mandalore, where she met and fell in love with a bounty hunter named Alora Ventura. They got married in secret and adopted a young Force-sensitive boy named Maximilian, who Janelli trained until she was called back to the temple to report on her mission and get sent on a new one. Very interesting. I love that she like found love and made a family. So maybe it is that she thinks that she would be a bad influence because she like doesn't abide by all the teachings. I love that. That's what makes Ezra my favorite Jedi, because he's willing to like push that boundaries in a way that makes sense. He's not just pushing the boundaries to be, you know, an edgelord. Same with Kanan, where it's like he sacrificed himself for people that he cared about. It's like a very anti-traditional Jedi thing, but it's like who the Jedi should be. You should love people. You should be connected. Sorry, I'm going on a rant. I have a video that I've been planning about my interpretations of what the light side and the dark side actually are, and that was kind of peeking through there. You'll see it soon. During a mission in the Outer Rim, her lightsaber shattered. Oh no. And she was unable to go to Ilum as she hated the place, as it felt too loud for her sensitive hearing. Very interesting. So she went to Tatooine and created her own Kyber crystal using an ancient ritual from Eldari, using the blood of an animal and her own blood. That's cool. That feels like Night Sister stuff, like a different type of like magic, like a different way that the Force manifests. I want to know more about that. She built her new lightsaber complete with a yellow blade, love that, and returned to the council. When Order 66 was called out, Alora decided to cash in the bounty on Janelli's head. Wait, that's her man. Oh, dang. That's the one she had a kid with. And tracked her down to Hoth, where she and Janelli fought. One of Janelli's wings was ripped off, revealing her violet eye. And Allura took advantage of the weakness and shot Janelli in the eye. What? Oh my god. Overcome with guilt, Allura used Janelli's lightsaber to give herself an honorable death, unaware that Maximilian had witnessed the whole thing. What is this, Shakespeare? What the holy crap, that's crazy. And that's just where it ends? Give me an update. Update me, dang it. Messed up my camera, got me all upset. Wow, good job, spaced out poggers. That really invested me, and I'm so angry. I want to know what happens to their baby. Poor Maximilian. Well, thank you so much for sharing that. I really appreciate it. Let's get on to the next character. All right, so for the last one today, we have a submission by Bolt Lightning 7357. Their character is also a Star Wars character. Their name is Morris Darkheart. They are a human. Their appearance is long black hair tied at the back with more hair dripping down from it. Black eyes with orange and yellow pupils. You'll see why. He wears usual Sith armor and a cloak. Background: Morris Darkheart was left on his own as a baby by his parents. Morris's grandfather is revealed as Qui-Gon Jinn. Oh, Qui-Gon got busy. I gotta watch Incredible soon. I keep seeing stuff about it and I think it's seeping into my subconscious.
And got busy!
But Morris never actually finds out about that. Morris was raised by Darth Maul. Ooh. Morris's signature eyes come from when he tried to help Maul against Kenobi and Qui-Gon, only to watch as Maul kills Qui-Gon and then gets killed by Kenobi, which after Kenobi would scar Morris's eyes with his lightsaber, blinding Morris, but eventually giving his signature orange eyes from Palpatine. Morris hates Kenobi and sets a destiny to kill him at all costs. This is interesting. I would love to see you explain why we wouldn't see him in that moment in the actual movies. Like maybe he was like struggling to get to the fight, like, you know, those plasma doors that are opening and closing that keep Obi-Wan from getting to them. Like maybe he was a couple behind and couldn't get in right away, or maybe he was like hiding and scared or something. That'd be really interesting. All right, so for his lightsaber, Morris uses Maul's saber for a while after his death, but gave it back after his return and then forged his own lightsaber with an orange light and a black hilt. Very cool, very Fallen Order. They are very force sensitive, with one of his strongest techniques being the force drain. Interesting. That's like an EU thing, right? I love when Disney took over how all the EU stuff, they classified it as being like legends, like even went as far as to say like there's always some truth in legends and Rebels, because it's like force drain and stuff like that now just aren't lost. They could have just written off the canon completely. I love that they found like an in-universe way for it to still be around. It reminds me of how in Avatar, in the Roku book, we find out that lightning bending is like this kind of legendary thing that people talk about. No one's seen it, but they say like, oh, you know, there's rumors that somebody can get so powerful that they can create lightning, right? It's so cool to see like in-universe storytelling of stuff. That's awesome. Lightsaber techniques. Morris uses Juyo and once dabbled in Vapad, but he also uses Tricata when times are dire. Very interesting. The lightsaber forms are something I want to talk about on this channel. That's so cool. And then they say, that is my OC. Thank you for listening. Well, thank you for sharing. That was awesome. Man, we always have such fun characters to share. Thank you so much for like doing that. This is always so much fun. I love engaging with you guys and seeing what you have to say. So thank you for sharing. That being said, that is all that I have for you today. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. I hope you had fun. If you did, make sure to leave a like on the video. It really supports the channel. And the best way to support the channel is by subscribing. All you gotta do is hit subscribe and you are officially part of the Superfan Society. We are a super fun group of people that love to talk about the things that we're super into, and it would be super cool of you to join. So make sure to hit that subscribe button. It's free and I can see when you don't. Anyway, I'll see you guys all next week with another video. I have some pretty cool stuff planned. Make sure to follow me on my socials if you want to see any updates about that or contribute to any kind of idea creation, and follow along with progress on any of these cool projects. But anyway, I will see you next week, and until then, stay super.